Good Lord. All right. Sorry I'm on late. Welcome to another episode of Arm Wrestling Showcase. This is Arm Wrestling Showcase number 52. And tonight, going to be talking a little bit about North versus South 2. Waiting for Josh to log in here.
Sorry, I'm
Might
on
have a
late.
couple guests
Welcome
and
to
all
another
kinds of
episode
technical
of Arm.
difficulties here. Okay. Right on. Huh. So yeah, I was like on my Gmail or something and ended up switching to a different account, and I didn't realize it switched me over on YouTube too. So I was trying to go live on a different personal account that was not connected to Zoom. So that's what's going on. Welcome to you all in the chat. What's up, Michael Brown? If you're not doing anything, I'll send you the link, but no obligation to come on. We're just kind of winging it tonight, talking about updates with North vs. South 2, which we just secured the party house for the weekend B&B, open to all. What's up, Arm Trivial? Good to see you here again. What's up, the Drew? Always good to see you. The Drew says you're going live 30 minutes after Paul Italia. I don't know, man. It seems like we're always chasing Paul Italia. He was on Wednesday nights. Um, I guess him and I were both going on after Derek, and we switched to Thursdays, primarily because I was starting to do drill nights with my team. And I don't know, is Paul Italia just doing temporary thing this week for Thursday? Or did he switch now to Thursday? I don't know what to tell you, man. But it's a good problem to have in this community. It means that the community is growing and getting busier. You keep hearing about events, overlapping events, being booked too close together. And hey, man, in reality, it's a good problem to have. It means we got a lot going on, a lot that can be done. So, but sorry if we are running the same time. Paul's got a much bigger channel than ours, so I'm sure it won't affect it too much. But we appreciate everybody tuning in. What's up, Paul Stevens? So yeah, let's talk a little bit of North versus South. So funny story, we were trying really hard to finally book this B&B, the party house. We did it last year for North versus South 1. It was amazing. We got a really nice house last year. And we considered getting that same one. Turned out that that house is not doing the B&B thing again. Um, but we did want to get this ranch. I put a little like poll or put it to the community on the California Arm Wrestling page. Would they rather us book a very expensive ranch right off the Kern River, which was like 25-ish minutes away from the event? I think it ended up being like 29 minutes, or doing something locally for much cheaper. And it would just be more like a residential house, but nice. And some of the community chimed in and said that they were all into the ranch house. We could actually like camp on the property. There was like 5 acres, I think. That's what I wanted to do. And what happened? What happened? So yeah, it turned out when we tried to like book it, it ended up being way more expensive than we thought. And we were like, oh, maybe next time. We were just kind of limited on options, even though we're a couple months out. um yeah, for something really big where we could really accommodate a whole lot of people. We kind of got in it too late. People are already starting to book things up for the summer, so there was just that one spot anywhere near the event. But when I punched in all the numbers for the reservation and stuff, it came back pretty expensive. And so we shied away and got some other house that was, closer, had a pool, except the pool like filled up the whole backyard, even though it was a small pool. So not a big place, but um, Josh and I like went back and forth, and we were like, by the next morning after I booked that other house, we're like, you know what? Let's just get the ranch. We should just do it, and make it make it work. So then, I cancel with that house. I got my full refund and go to book that more expensive ranch, which we were already like, oh, this is a lot. We're gonna have to like ask the community to like chip in and stuff. It jumped up $1,000 from one night to the next. I don't know if like I didn't punch in like this was one of the houses that was like you could book the maximum, which was like 16 plus people, 16 plus guests. And maybe I didn't punch that in the first night. I don't know, like, but either way, whatever it was from one night to the next day, the price went up to over $3,500. And Josh and I both don't mind like putting money in for this. We're already we're already doing that in a lot of ways because this event is awesome. But yeah, that was a lot. And for us to not have to go in just way too much ourselves, we'd have to be asking the community to be spending a bunch of money on beds. So I said, forget it. I ended up finding another place that's literally minutes away from the event. It's like, maybe a couple blocks. Is really, really close. And it's very nice. It unfortunately doesn't have a pool, but it's got a nice big yard where we can put tables and everything, air conditioned house, really nice style, big, and I believe it's going to accommodate 16 plus people. So, 8 beds, 4 rooms. And I will take first come, first serve for people that want to chip in to secure a bed. There's only a few available, so I'll get who I can in. I think it's for 2 nights, so we're doing it Friday night and Saturday night. So you could check in the day before the event, and you could stay until the day after the event. And I think maybe like $80 or something would be fair to secure a bed. And just if you're traveling from somewhere, bring a sleeping bag. We'll find space for you to make it work. But hit us up. It'll be a good time. If you were at North vs South 1, yeah, we're doing this right. We really wanted to get a little like practice in for this not North, for US versus Mexico that we're going to be doing next February. Because that we're definitely going to want to get like acreage, because we want to be able to put up everybody that's coming up from Mexico, give them free room and board, food, like everything, and go all out. So we wanted to practice a little bit with this one and see if we could get something like that and work out the logistics and stuff, and have the wrinkles ironed out by US versus Mexico. But yeah, we just did it too late, and this is a summertime booking for North vs South too, so a lot higher demand. But I figure, maybe as we near fall, we'll probably like start shopping immediately and book a spot. We'll see what we can figure out as soon as we can to get the best possible spot for US versus Mexico in February. What's up, Benjimac? Good to see you. So, yeah, the other thing that we're cramming for, we have a good amount of footage so far, is the documentary for North vs South 2. Um, we do have one person on board that's going to help us out. I hear Nick Postel is going to be helping us with the higher production value filming at the event itself. And there's another guy I'm going to be reaching out to, excuse me, to hopefully get him involved. Benji, if you want to be involved, that would be amazing. We're, we'll pay, who we need to pay. But we really want this event to be the community coming together. So anybody that is, willing to help out for either free or little, we'll find ways to make it worth it for each other. But I want some, at least a couple cameras running at North vs South, different angles, and making sure that we get every match and the round robin and get some action from the crowd and just the whole vibe of the place. That will be I have explained this before, but everyone's sending me some really like raw cell phone footage and stuff leading up to the event. They're training and bios and different things like that. People competing in the event, people a part of the event, people that just, like the event. Um, and it's gonna be kind of jumping back and forth between kind of backstories and stuff, the documentary itself, getting to know people with some of the like lower five footage and stuff, and slowly kind of telling a story as it leads up to the final pinnacle of the event, which will be the higher quality stuff. It'll be kind of like think like Wizard of Oz, like the beginning, and you're kind of getting the backstory, everything's in black and white, and then she's in Oz, and it's like, you know, that's kind of what we want. We want the backstories to be, gritty and fun, raw, real, and then just kind of do something a bit higher production value for the actual event. Um, that's gonna be super cool. We've got the California sponsorship. And one thing I wanted to kind of touch on is, from if you look at everything that we're trying to do, like with this event in particular, and maybe just, things that we're trying to do in California, um, it might be different. Like if you look at it through the goggles of how the sport's been run for a long time. It seems weird. I can kind of see it through the goggles of like, okay, if you're used to going to an event and paying, $40, $50 or whatever per arm per class, and it's kind of like betting to hopefully win a pot, at the end to hopefully get some kind of payout or something. But we're pretty much used to paying to float events, basically, where to fund these events, and the hopes that we get a small piece of the pie and the winnings. Some of us don't care. We just do it because we love it and it's fun. And so it's when our biggest pursuit is to change that, to not only have, more money available for those promoting events, but for it to not come from the athletes themselves, and to kind of create a general consensus of what being a pro arm wrestler means. If you're competing in pro, that you're not paying, that you are getting opportunities to get good payouts, but at least you're not like paying to like go compete. I'm not saying anything's wrong with that. I just want to see it go that direction. I know Josh does too. And you know, to do that, it has to be like a very non-direct path of w weird little community investments, I believe, to put it in a position that can attract more sponsors and things like that. So when we're trying to do that, I can see how it would seem a little bit weird, like, oh, you got the community chipping in on a B&B, or oh, you got the community chipping in to do a California sponsorship, or oh, the community's helping create this documentary. Um, well, I'm not trying to get the community to spend more money. I'm not trying to, for no reason. I'm not trying to get Josh isn't trying to do that either. What we both agree wholeheartedly is that to actually attract sponsors to our sport, it takes unity. It takes seeing a community that is tight knit and powerful, that has something to get behind. To me, the entire concept of like North versus South and the US versus Mexico that we want to do is really do something that not only is entertaining and enjoyable and has everything that we would want, to have a great, memorable event, but something that, even spectators and sponsors would look at and be like, man, this is really cool. And sometimes we have to get together, um, and really pull together, show that we are a tight-knit community, something to get behind. If there's things that we want to make more entertaining, or change for the better, sometimes we just got to get together and make it happen. And through strength of the numbers, we can do that. That's what North versus South is. When Josh and Casey originally put their heads together to do this, they really kind of put it out there in the community, and they were the you know, like the foundation, the facilitators, and made it happen with the brewery out there and everything. But by the way, just by doing that and getting the community really involved and helping create the super matches and talking about what they wanted, yeah, like Josh and I are just ecstatic at that, the brewery owner, he loves it. Like that, everything, the electricity that was brought to that event at North First South One, it brought him business. He loved the vibe, he loved the community. We came and we took over that place in the best possible ways. And it was something that a non-arm wrestler and a business owner looked at and was like, I, you know, let's do more of this. Let's do more of this. And he's been totally gung ho about it. And that's who we're planning to do the US versus Mexico with. So the things that we can accomplish together as a community, all those things I mentioned, the documentary, the sponsorship, this big old B&B, and just going big to do things that we think is awesome. It's not far-fetched if we all pull together. Um, I know that Josh's biggest concern with North versus South is he didn't want to charge people. I know it's a super match series, but we've got the round robin too. And we want to find other ways that could generate money. So if there's any way that the community was to contribute money, instead of seeing it just like go to something that might be a short term uh, profit or benefit somewhere, it planting seeds towards bringing us together like a badass party house that everyone's invited to for the whole weekend, where we can get to know each other, we can after pull, we can hang out. Shoot, we can go drive to Kern River like 25 minutes from the event, the day after the event. I might go hang out there the day before the event. Doing little things like that that at least like makes us feel like, okay, we're going all the way to Bakersfield from wherever to go compete in the event, but we're gonna we're gonna get a lot out of this. Even if you're chipping in for the B&B or you're not, little things like that, the payout from the document. I mean, no one's gonna make money off of it. I don't think, not really. We're just planning on putting it out on YouTube, but the community, you know. So we got Mike Linder popping in here, and I still haven't sent you the link, Michael Brown. I'll do that now. And Josh is saying send me the link. Okay. Hey, what's up,
Hey,
Mike?
hey, how you doing?
Good, good. So you're not working right now then?
Oh yeah, I am working. Actually, I'm gonna finish mopping the floor here. I'll be right back.
Okay, yeah, man. Do it up. So I'm going to send a link to a couple people. Sorry for the long-winded monologue, but I'm very, I'm not as charismatic as like Derek Smith or something to be on here all by himself. But those were just some things I wanted to get off my chest that, really passionate about, really excited about. We literally secured that party house 45 minutes ago, I think. So yeah, reach out to me if you want to secure a bed for that, or you could even let me know in the chat. Okay, here you go, Josh. There's the link. And let's see, Mr. Mike Brown. Mike, you need an arm wrestling nickname like right away. You're like one of the ultimate characters in our sport. We need to come up with a good name for you. Let's see. Where are you? Oh, Michael Brown's got a match with Ricky Ramos. coming up here soon. I just saw that today. That will be a good one. So, okay, and who else we got in the chat? Paul, how are you guys going to go about who from the US will pull guys from Mexico? Great question. What do you think? How should we do that? Um, let's see. Yeah, we've we've got a year to figure that out. It obviously, it's US. It'll be in California, US versus Mexico. Um, I I personally, I know I've heard Josh say this too. It's about the matches themselves, setting up proper people. And I think guys like Greg Brown, who knows a lot of them out there really well. I got to know a few of them, and I'm starting to understand, who the talent is out there, what levels different people are at. Um, I think we needed to do our best to set up some good matches. That this last one in Mexico pretty much was U.S. versus Mexico. It was a lot of California and Arizona versus top people from Mexico. But yeah, the promoters did their best on that event to really just get the best from Mexico and find people that they thought could match up with them. But it was also very experimental because um, yeah, a lot of them were really, really good. And I think we could even tighten that up even more, find some bigger challenges for some of their top guys in Mexico. Um, but yeah, we could put that to the community as well. Would you be interested in having a match, Paul? Matt Silva says record events, record events and have them cut in the way a TV series is like Hell's Kitchen or something. No one wants to watch people cooking live. Right. So yeah, you're actually right in line with what I'm thinking. Um so yeah, I don't want it to just be backstory and just like, lo-fi like video journaling and stuff like that and training for an hour, hour and a half or whatever leading up to the event footage. We're gonna like jump a little bit back and forth with it, but just kind of like landing with the climaxes of each story, that we're telling towards the end, a lot of the results of how things work out. But kind of like, the so the event is traveling its path, from beginning to end here, and the backstories are traveling with it this way, and we're just kind of bouncing back and forth as both ships progress. The fun part about editing it in post, it's going to take, probably at least a couple months after the event to chop it up. But I I'm gonna get to, I know Josh is gonna help with this too, but because it's gonna be a lot, but we're gonna get to take a look at all the video journaling that was sent in. Um and then how the actual event plays out and see how we can weave those together to tell interesting stories. Um, you know, well, we're gonna try and shine a light on everybody involved to some capacity, but there's gonna be some of those stories that this and that was said, or this struggle was happening leading up to it. There might have been something that really surprised us in the event, but we're not going to try and dictate that in advance. We're just kind of looking at that stuff, looking for some people that tell the story and represent the sport, represent the event really well, represent the athletes really well. Because ultimately, yes, this can be for us, it can be for the purists, it can be for the arm wrestling community, but ultimately, I'd love to see it be something that draws in your non-arm wrestler, not just to create a spectator side that's fine to be a spectator because it's actually entertaining, but to bring in people that want to arm wrestle too. Matt says like the highlight reels on YouTube. I'm not watching no setup on a match recap. Oh, gotcha. What's up, Josh?
Oh, what is
So,
that?
brother,
It's a interesting.
So Mike Linder is, I think, closing up shop wherever he's at work right now. What are you up to, Josh?
uh,
That looks like a moving truck.
yeah,
Is that Dawn?
yeah, it's done. Don, say
What's up?
hello to everybody. Hello, everybody.
Hey, good to see you. Oh boy. Getting those
You
moving.
too. Oh, hello. All right. So yeah, just finishing up helping him and stuff.
So far I talked a bit about the party house and that we just secured that and yeah, just basic talk about everything that's
No,
going
not
on.
at all.
Let's see, Matt Silva. So in regards to the
Sorry,
documentary,
bro.
no problem. Matt says record events and have them cut in the way a TV series is, like Hell's Kitchen or something. No one wants to watch people cooking live. Um, and goes on to say, think of the highlight reels on YouTube. I'm not watching no setup on a match recap. You have to have people fall in love with us, not the sport as much. Yeah. What do you think about that, Josh? You are muted, brother.
That's the problem. Say what? Who was that? Matt Silva.
That was Matt Silva.
Everything he says is arbitrary, so it doesn't even matter. No, what was it? What was the comment?
Well, basically about the documentary, he doesn't think that, the way it's chopped up, that it should be watching a lot of what boring setups of matches and stuff like that. He wants to see the highlight reels, and he's saying he that we have to make people fall in love with us, not as much the sport.
So, um, there's a lot of truth to that. I believe, as far as the fall in love with us part. But yeah, there's lots of ways to do that. I believe that, some of the I think that when you say the word documentary, people automatically think like .edu, or you're going to sit down and hear just a bunch of monotone, BS or whatever, right? But I think that like a lot of this, like the party house and all this stuff, is going to be a big chunk of that,
Mhm.
and that is where the people see behind the scenes, not just an interview where it's, hey, let's ask you about your match or whatever, but seeing how people actually react with one another, how the community is. I've said it, from the beginning. I think this community alone, not just us as people, but this community is special. And if anybody really, gets introduced to that in the right way, then they're usually going to fall in love with it, right? Because it's the community that is really cool about arm wrestling. Arm wrestling is awesome, and the people are awesome, right? But yeah, there's a lot of truth to that. But um, I always think Olympic style and stuff like that. As far as a certain way, but for you know media or like big viewership or whatever, obviously that's not the way to go. That's the way to go if we want to fight for Olympic gold medals, and be represented that way. A sport that will be talked about for years. Everybody will know it. But right now, the 2 minute clip world that we live in, unfortunately, we need something exciting. We need something. It's hard to watch if you're not an arm wrestler. It's very hard to watch a true match from beginning to end with all the setup, the stopping from fouls. Why is he going into a strap now? Oh, that's because they said, why is the match stopped? Because of the elbow button. Nobody understands that except for us, right?
Right.
So yeah, there's a lot of ways to go about it. There's, I think we're going to do something that people will enjoy.
Yep.
Yeah,
I think we're pretty agreed on the general themes and what we're looking to accomplish and how to project it. But at the same time, farming the footage that we need for it, and then really connecting a lot of dots that is going to tell the best stories. My favorite production in arm wrestling is probably Game of Arms. Now, when we're talking about something that draws in not just new arm wrestlers, but just spectators in general, that's what the sport needs. I mean, it's great to bring in more arm wrestlers, but what the sport really needs is for it to be shown in a way that people can actually like watch it and enjoy it and learn about it. And yeah, if you think about Game of Arms, it was, not only was the production really good, but it was
just enough theatrical, like just enough
yeah.
theatrics but it still had, it still looked like a sport, but it was theatrical enough to where somebody that didn't even arm wrestle would watch it. Kind of the same thing as, well, I mean, that's a little bit different, but what the Whisperer does, what ET does, he is attracting so many arm wrestlers or so many people that have never seen arm wrestling, right?
Right.
But it's because of what he's worked out, his algorithm, things like that. So
yeah, he's really cut out all the bullshit, and it's just the fun part and antics about arm wrestling, which is extremely entertaining to the non-arm wrestler. With Game of Arms, I would say the ratio was probably like 20% arm wrestling, at
right,
best. At
right.
best. The rest
So
was
the same people that
stories.
have you ever watched the show Deadliest Catch?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the same producers, right?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it had kind of like that type of vibe, like here in Modesto, California, this guy. And it's that backstory thing. Like I was when we were talking and we said how cool it would be to have clips of, well, just a little part, but like clips of people driving on their road trip to the culmination, right? Clips of that, like, oh, I stopped here to do whatever.
Yep.
You condense it, but it's those things that makes the average person feel like this is something they can enjoy, because now you're doing average person things.
Definitely. Yeah. The trip to the event, the anxiety, all of that, the people on their water cuts. Yeah, it'll be very interesting. Like during that whole kind of lead up, I wanted like dust it with just little bits of quick, exciting, like arm wrestling, something that can be attached to those stories, kind of keeping them propelled forward. And I agree with Matt that during the actual event footage, when things get really climactic towards the end and the stories kind of play out, I mean, I don't see a lot of setup and stuff like that being involved, maybe only in a dramatic way, slow things down before that go or whatever. But I feel like what does need to be dusted in there somewhere is is an entertaining way of educating, like what how important the setup is, what's happening, like this is a top roll versus hook match, like what does that mean? Now the reason I say that is it has to be done very subliminally. I don't mean like actually putting a bunch of production value into it and time. But if that can be done subliminally, it definitely sends our sport down the direction of other sports that have a spectatorship. I don't, in most ways, I can't compare arm wrestling to baseball, basketball, football, or any of those mainstream sports. If you're going to compare it to something, it's going to be more like MMA or something like that. But the one thing that most of those fan bases have is they understand what's happening, and that's what really kind of gets you to invest in it, is to understand the rule sets, to understand the techniques that are happening. It makes it better to follow. Any fans of those sports, if you go to like like a pay-per-view party at someone's house to go see a big fight, or to watch a Super Bowl or something like that, how many people there are like coaching from the couch, and saying, getting all uppity and crazy about like what they think that quarterback should do, or, what that fighter should do. Oh, what happened to that fight? Oh, that was a bogus call, or whatever, because they're invested, they understand what's happening. And subliminally, that little bit of education needs to be put into place, and definitely not in a way where we're just showing the entire setup of a match and not doing that. I personally don't think a lot of the setups should be shown, and the drawouts are going into the straps. But I know the event itself, Josh. There's a lot of plans to make those things expedited. We're not dicking around.
No,
On
no,
this,
not at all.
yeah.
And then I wanna just kind of say, you remember last year when we were talking about this, one of the main things that Casey and I talked about, and you and everybody that was involved or got involved, was that when I go to tournaments and I see like the groups, right? We wanted to cut the bridges, not to say that there is bridges, because everybody's very welcoming, but we wanted a situation to where it kind of forced everybody to be on the same team that day. And so yeah, like I think you and I and everybody that we roll with is all about bringing people together. That's what the whole thing is about, is bringing people together, having fun in the same place. And like we've said, I mean, that's what sells.
Right.
It's a product that sells when you know that you can bring a bunch of people together that are consistently enjoying a product.
Very well said. And you got me thinking about one thing. We've already talked about how teams are a lot easier to get behind for sponsors than individuals. Um, this event in particular, and hopefully other types to follow, but let's just take North versus South. Um, the community investing in it the way we are, the way we're all pulling together to make this happen, man, it's something to get behind. Think about it. Think about it, when we're pulling together, just that aspect that you were talking about, North versus South, we're kind of forced into a situation where everybody from the South, all the different teams from the South, are now merged and rooting for each other, cornering each other. North versus South won. I mean, every match you had different team captains and coaches and heads from different teams in the South, all trying to corner that person, and give them help and advice. The whole crowd is just going nuts for the South. The whole crowd's going nuts for the North. The same things are happening on the North. I mean, that looks even better than teams, for something
Right.
to actually get behind. And then to keep that ball rolling with US versus Mexico, and really just, amp it up as such. Yeah, man, I'm excited. I'm really excited.
Yeah, that's
Excited.
going to be huge. That's so like the minute that you brought that to the table as an option, I was just like, dude, so in love with the idea. I mean, man, if that's not like what the goal was from the beginning, I don't know what was. But it's it was to continue to um again, if you remember the first couple podcasts we did together, we were talking about, it would be so cool to have like Team California, like the Game of Arms thing you're talking about. Do
Mhm.
that again, something similar, but now, Team California, the best 10 guys across the state together to go state versus state, you know, and now, we're already going to do country versus country. Like, I mean, it's so cool. It's so cool, right? And the same type of thing, party house, bigger party each time, bigger, little bit more fun, each time working out kinks. So yeah, I'm so excited about that. I'm so excited. And we have so much time to prep for that, and it's going to be much more comfortable, from doing this and having the ball rolling. Yeah, I think it's going to go smoothly. And I think that a lot of people are going to be happy about it. Bringing Mexico up here and having those guys are beasts.
You drink, Sir Edwards.
Brought to you by
John Mormon.
yeah, it's gonna be.
Yeah, but those guys are all beasts, and they're all, when they came up to the state championship last year, not this January that just passed, but the one before.
August.
No, state championship in January, but 2023.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, so they all came up. Their national champion, the dude, Jose Gaia or something like that is his name. I forgot exactly what his name is, but I mean, that dude was whooping everybody. And it seemed like they had somebody in every class that was just a bad dude. Like in every class, there was a bad dude out there. Yeah, they're dope. And they're super, super humble guys. Yeah, super humble guys. So that's what I'm excited about. Bridging more gaps and just having another door and another backyard open and another group that we can call family, and we all root for each other and help each other. And that's, it's growing, it's continuing to grow. And, I hope that what you and I are doing helps in 1%, I hope so.
Yeah. I'm going to just go ahead and put it out there, like kind of what we were talking about earlier today on the phone. I feel like part of the reason, we're so interested in Mexico right now is because of the community and how it functions. They're already kind of, I feel like they're just so unified in making things happen and gung-ho for the sport, like no matter what that means. And that's why what we were talking about was like, we definitely got to get like acreage. We got to get a ranch and some property where everyone could camp out and really stretch out and have a good time when we do US versus Mexico. And yeah, I mean, the main comment I made is like, that's exactly what I want to see up here, like for North versus South. I'm really hoping, like we know for a fact, the community that's going to come up from Mexico, we're going to tear it up. Like everyone, like we're probably not going to be too concerned about, okay, if we get this big ranch, who's going to actually like go and unify as a community and everything like that. Like we're pretty confident they're all going to, say, yes, we will drive 30 minutes away from the event to go to this place and just, do whatever we want and have a good time. I really hope that for all of us out here, for North versus South too, and going forward, that we can be that kind of community.
Yeah. Yep.
We got Jeff the Ripper Ray coming in here.
I'm gonna I gotta go carry something real quick. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna put it on mute real quick.
You got it. Get them gains, man. What's up, Jeff?
What's up, buddy? How's it going, man?
Pretty good. How's your day been?
It's been long. It's my son's birthday today.
Oh, wow. Well, I mean, thanks for stopping in. Did he have a good birthday?
Yeah, no problem. It won't be for long. I just wanted to come on real quick and say what's up.
Okay, cool, man. Yeah, so you've got
I don't ever get to we're always celebrating my son's birthday, but my birthday is tomorrow. We never get to celebrate my birthday because his birthday is the day before mine.
Oh, he's stealing your thunder. So Jeff Ray,
Yep.
you will be going against Brandon Sewell, right-handed, and the big left-handed match that we just put together for you is going to be with Scott Wynn. How you feeling about that, man?
Yes, sir. I feel really good. my left has come a really, really long ways, and it grew really fast over like a really short period of time. I don't know. I just feel way more comfortable and connected on the left, and I'm super, super excited for it. Scott's a legend, and it'll be an honor to pull him.
Yeah, yeah. As I was telling you before, man, I really think that's going to be a good match. You guys' styles, I think, make for an interesting match. Obviously, on paper, Scott should be the favorite. You would be the underdog in this match, but
Oh yeah,
I think this could be a good match. I think it could be.
yeah, I think so. We were kind of going through them, the bottom, bottom side of the 10.
Hmm.
And you had said Scott, and I didn't even dawn on me that it might be an option. So we reached out to him, and he was like, "For sure, let's do it."
Hell yeah. Yeah, Scott's awesome. Yeah, I'm glad. Yeah, I love that people that have been in the sport a while, they might be on the top 10 ranking when they're willing to accept a call out. That's great. I love it. I love it.
Go back and mention.
There's a couple other matches that we had confirmed since last week, since you were on. Let's see. Where is it? Chris Zawacki has what is it? Matt Hughes. Right. He's going against
Oh,
Matt.
okay.
Yeah. Yeah,
He
that's going
took
to
the
be
match. That's
very
good.
interesting. Yeah. Have you pulled Chris yet in a tournament or anything?
Um, the name sounds familiar. I probably have to see his face, man.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, especially if it's not in my weight class, it's kind of hard to match faces to names.
Yeah, I think he's like a 205 guy right now. The only time I pulled him was at the Kringle pull, Travis Provenche's event in December. And I was just feeling frisky, and I think I pulled the 205s in that one. And got to pull him.
Yeah, yeah.
He's feeling really strong. I feel like maybe like I practice pulled with him like a year before that or something, and I was really impressed with his progress. I've watched him compete probably since I started, and
Very strong.
just like you, man, like really quick progress. So he's definitely on an upward trajectory.
Strong.
Yeah, yeah. And who else do we have? We've
Hey,
got
hey,
yeah.
real quick, because I got on. So because I got on late, did we already talk about Derek and Travis?
Oh, we did not. Did not. Yeah. Yeah. What do you
Oh,
think
come
about
on, we gotta mention that real quick. We gotta say something.
that?
Left-handed.
Let's address the monkey in the room right now. That is the elephant in the room.
Yeah, yeah, something like that. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So what's your thoughts?
Oh
I mean,
man,
obviously, teammate, but
I kind of want to see Derek smack him right, but um, I, yeah. I mean, I
Be
think
honest,
there
Kane.
has to
Be
be
honest,
Derek.
Kane.
What's that?
Be honest
Be honest. Be honest about my coach.
about who you think is going to win left-handed.
you know what? You know what'd be cool? You know what'd be cool is between now and the match. Is there any types of tournaments or anything going on?
Um, but before Derek and Travis,
Yeah.
I
Or is
don't
there
think
nothing?
so, because that's only what, like a couple of weeks out.
Oh, is it? I thought it
Yeah,
was much further
June
out than
15th.
that. From what I hear, Travis has been going to a lot of like local tournaments and just smacking people like crazy over the
Yeah,
last couple months.
right, right,
He
right.
has. He has, but the thing is, if he's not in peak condition, dude, like he's going against Derek, and Derek doesn't stop. So
Yeah.
I mean, the last match we've seen, besides these little tournaments that we're hearing about, the last thing we seen of Travis was him, losing to Brandon Elsesser, who's a much smaller guy.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Right.
like I feel like on paper right now, there's no way you can't pick Derek unless who everybody wants to see Travis come back, and if he is, awesome, But if he's not, you know, But I
Yeah,
don't think he would take
Yeah,
the
if
match
we see
unless he's
if we see
confident.
so
are
if
we
we see
talking
the
about
same
Derek?
Travis is
Yeah, is it the same
with
Travis?
Brandon, then it's a wrap.
Right, right, right. Well, I mean, and when we think of Travis Bajan, we think of him in his prime. It's hard to say. Like, I know he's been cleaning house at tournaments for what, the last like 6 months to a year or something like that. But you know, I
Yeah.
haven't seen him go against just a series of top level people to see, you know, where he's at. Derek's like number 7 in the country, left-handed. So, and a much bigger dude.
This is
Also,
this is
style.
what I was really
I
this is
like,
what I was really hoping for.
yeah, yeah.
This is
I
what I was
like
really hoping
Derek
for
for the style though.
after I think I got a bad connection. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, you were just breaking up a little bit, but yeah, I can hear you.
I think you're gonna have one that's gonna. You got one that talks a lot of shit, and then you got another one that does a lot of tongue in cheek. So it's gonna be very interesting.
It'll be fun, that's for sure. Hey,
Yeah.
I was thinking um after Tyson got drafted, I've like secretly been hoping that Travis would get serious,
Yeah.
and we'd see it come
Like a little
like
fire in his belly.
a little more mature,
Yeah.
Hey,
a
Mike.
little more mature, you know.
How you
Mike,
doing,
what's up? What's up, Mike?
Daddy,
What's up?
Elijah Smith is on the floor.
Okay.
Saw those
Elijah,
crappies.
go pick up your
Pretty
bike
impressive.
for a minute.
Saw what?
Oh, all those crappies.
Oh yeah, it's good protein.
Mm-hmm. And actually, I've made ceviche.
Hey, so before I get off of here, can I?
Yeah, man.
Oh,
Oh,
so before I get off of here, I don't know if it's been announced yet, but I have another match.
You're
I
freezing
don't know
up,
if
Jeff.
anybody said anything.
Jeff, you're freezing up.
Reason.
but
Here, let me try to walk in the other. Let me try to walk the room.
Yeah, just cut him off just kick him off, Kane. Just kick him off.
Well, the good thing is it's only like it's not like cutting off what he says. It's like just holding it for a second and then it finishes what he says.
I think it's because I was in the back of my house, and can you hear me better
Jeffrey, 10
Yeah.
seconds, and we're gonna get a referee's grip.
now? All right, right. Hey, so before I get off of here, because I got to make dinner and stuff for the kids and help and play with my son. But I got another match coming up prior to North versus South that I'm pretty excited about. I'll be pulling Caleb on June 15th, left-handed up at Mike McGraw's.
Caleb Armbender?
Yes, sir.
Oh boy.
Yes, sir. We got another match set up that day. Lorenzo, also from the Armbenders. He just
Okay.
had a match with DJ Galvin.
Yeah.
Caleb will be going against DJ right-handed. I'll be going against Lorenzo right-handed.
Interesting.
Yeah.
You're just headhunting then, huh?
I mean, I just want to reach up, man. I want to see where my potential's at, and it doesn't matter that Caleb's not in the 85. He's strong. I'm not even gonna play here. He pulls up at every tournament he goes to, and I know it's a big test for me, but yeah, that's one that I've wanted for a long time, and he took it serious enough to allow me to take the match, and I appreciate it. So,
All right, man. Yeah, good for you. Looking forward to that one. What's the date on that?
June 15th.
June 15th. All right.
Yeah.
All right, man. Yeah, good luck to you on that.
Awesome. All right, guys, I'm gonna head out and help out with my kids.
All
All
right.
right, peace
Have a
out,
good night.
Jeff.
See you later,
All right,
Jeff.
take it easy, guys.
Hey, if nobody tells you this tomorrow, bro, happy birthday.
Thank
Yeah,
you, buddy.
birthday.
Thank
Happy
you.
birthday, brother.
We'll see
Hey,
you guys.
I'll see you I'll see you at Patterson.
Yes, sir. I'll see you next
Okay.
weekend.
All right, peace out, brother.
See you guys. Shit, how do I get out of here?
Mike Linder, what do you think about
Have some
about Derek Smith versus Travis Bajan, left-handed? You're muted though, Mike. Oh, you're still muted. Mike Linder, you're muted. Yeah. There you
Well,
go.
I think Derek's going to win. You can't think he's not going to win.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I mostly like the styles. I like Travis's style for Derek.
Yeah, if Derek gets a stop, gets it not just flashed, Derek's going to win, I think.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, the so your match that we have set up, you have two matches that we've set up. Josh, whenever you get back here, I want to get full confirmation. I know Mike said yes about the match with Vince. Did Vince did he confirm on his end for that? Vince Pulowski.
Yeah, Vince is down for both. Mike is down.
Okay. So it is Mike Linder versus Vince Pawlowski, right-handed. Mike's going to be the lighter guy in the situation, but it's going to be an interesting matchup.
That's going to be a good match for you, Mike.
Yeah.
All right.
And then
Yeah, you guys should be
left-handed.
going. You guys should be going into play with each other, I think.
Good.
Yeah, it should be a fun one for you guys.
Yeah, I hear Vince has pretty good hand technique and strength. We've also got Mike versus Alwyn Kaburi, left-handed, and Alwyn is
Okay. So Mike is going against. Right, I forgot about that. Okay, so Vince was just letting me know he was down for both. But okay, so it'll be Vince and Mike right-handed. It'll be Alwyn and
lefty.
Mike left-handed. Good. So I have if you have anybody, Marshall Shortridge or any of them 185 guys who want to pull Vince left-handed, he's down for both matches.
Marshall?
Yeah, I could reach out to him. That'd be cool. Like we got to get Marshall in there somewhere.
Yeah. I'd pull him left. I'd do 3. I don't care.
But it's north versus south, so you can only go against north guys.
Oh, Marshall. Oh, dang it. Marshall's south. Oh, I forgot.
Yep, that's right. That's right.
Wait. You said you would take a third match and it would be with Marshall?
Sure. Well, I don't know. I don't want to steal.
Maybe I shouldn't set up Vince with Marshall. What's Marshall's? I mean, he's is he an up and comer or has he been?
Yeah.
The tall kid.
Oh, the real tall one.
Yeah, the one he was at Kringle too. He got he placed at Kringle.
He got third in the Kringle poll.
Yep.
Okay.
He did great in the California State Championship at 185.
He got third at California States too.
Yeah, he's like a brand new arm wrestler. He's one of those dudes that just jumped out of nowhere, started competing pro and doing well.
Yeah.
Well, if you think that match is
10
okay to
feet
set
long.
up, if you think it's okay to set up, okay, but I don't, you know how I feel, like I don't want to set people because Vince has been in the sport he's a veteran, he's been in the sport for a while, right? So I don't want to set him up with somebody who's brand new. Like unless he's really good and he's climbing up, whatever, but as long as everybody's okay on every side. Because Vince also feels the same way. He don't want to, he don't want
Vince is 185?
Yeah.
Vince?
Yeah.
And he has nobody to pull left?
Right.
I think Marshall is Vince tall?
Yeah, Vince is tall. Yeah.
So is Marshall.
Yeah.
Right.
And I barely beat Marshall.
Okay.
So
I mean,
he's strong.
if you think it's okay, Kane, set it up because Vince is down for a left-handed match as well. So
Yeah, I think it could be good.
and then we have the Spartan who's available for a match too, who's Vince Jr.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, Vince Jr. was on the show before, wasn't he? Last year, maybe?
Yeah, I think he may have came on one time.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
You would
Marshall,
definitely know if you've seen Vince Jr.
yeah. Yeah, I
he's got
can't
a
find
grill and tattoos everywhere and all that stuff.
Right. Okay, yeah, I remember who he is. Yeah. Yeah, that I mean, and let's just do it. Let's just see what happens, because that's one of the fun things I think about this is just kind of like taking a couple unknown, factors and seeing what happens with them. But no, Marshall's no slouch. He's frustrated a lot of people. His arm is just so long too. I can't find a way around it. Mike can hit him, but I can't.
Yeah, Vince is like I want to say what Vince is like 6 and a couple, huh? He's like probably 6'1", 6'2", right?
Yeah, he's just a little taller than me.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's like DJ's probably 6'1".
Yeah, probably 6'1". So yeah,
Yeah,
he might not be 6'5" like Marshall or whatever,
Yeah.
6'4",
No.
but he's a taller guy. Vince has real long arms and a big hand.
When you when you get a chance to thumb through SoCal Armfest's last live stream, their last one they did this month, there's a good portion of it where Marshall is practice pulling with Ole Mosai. A lot of interesting stuff happening there.
Okay.
It's just
Okay.
practice, but I like watching that because obviously in a ready go, that's Ole's game, right? But it is fun to see in certain angles and slow pulls with practice pulls exactly, where people's like strengths are, because that is the one thing I feel like you can get from practice pull information is just kind of raw strength in certain angles of different people. And the hugest difference between that and competition is that ready go and how the technique factors into it.
Yeah. No, if you could set it up, it'd be great.
Todd and I have birthdays on July 20th.
Oh, it's gonna be your
wonderful.
birthday, July 20th?
Yeah.
That's wonderful. So we're gonna have an extra special party for you then.
Yeah, I'm turning 40. I'm gonna be 40 years old.
Oh, Lordy.
Beautiful.
Mike 40.
Beautiful.
So wait, Todd Colazzo also?
Yeah.
Okay, and he'll be up there as well. We got to do a little something for you guys then.
We know we definitely do. Yeah,
at least at the after party. Speaking of which, Mike, are you going to come hang out at the B&B?
Yeah.
All right, you better, man. Well, we'll find.
There's gonna be some challenge matches at the after party as well.
Nice.
Yeah, so we'll have a bunch of arm wrestling and obviously tons of booze and all that shit that everybody likes.
Sounds like a good time to me. Don't
Yeah.
threaten me with one. Don't threaten me with a good time.
Yeah, just if you want to throw in on a bed, I think there's a few beds available for the B&B we booked. But like either way, like if you just want to bring a sleeping bag, we'll find a place for you. We've got the B&B the Friday night and the Saturday night. So if you want to come the day before, leave the day after the event.
I was
yeah.
planning on leaving sleep for Sunday.
Oh, leaving Sunday.
That's when I'm gonna sleep.
Oh, so you're gonna come home after the event?
No.
Oh, you're gonna sleep the whole day Sunday up there?
No. That's when I'm gonna go to bed. I'm not probably gonna go to bed Friday or Saturday.
Okay. All right.
But,
Yeah, he's gonna be in party mode. Boom.
So do you like not sleep the night before an event?
Sometimes.
Yeah, I don't sleep much. I remember when we had Nancy Locke on the show once, she was saying, never worry if you don't sleep the night before the event. The night you want to sleep is the night before the event. As long as you sleep that night, apparently you're good. And if Nancy Locke says so, then it must be true.
Right?
Has to be true.
It has to be. Yeah, I think I'm going to. I might
Casey
go.
has a match. with Brent Roberts. Do you know who that is?
Wait, Casey Stevens
Yeah.
has a match with Brent Roberts.
Yeah, he just sent it to me the other day. So they set that up on their own. I guess the guy trains with Dave Depew.
Let's see. Roberts. Brent Roberts. Is he like not on Facebook or anything?
I'm not sure.
Doesn't look like
I
it.
could,
If he trains in San Diego, I would think that I know who he is.
hold on. Let me check real quick. I might have the name wrong, like a idiot.
Yeah, because there is a Brent down there, pretty sure. Could it be Brent Lags?
Nope, Brent Roberts.
It is Brent
Yep.
Roberts.
I just checked. Yeah, he just must not be on social or anything.
Yeah, I guess not. I'd probably recognize him if I saw him.
I guess he's a big, strong dude. I guess he goes back and forth with Sergio Felipe.
Okay.
Yeah, you know the power lifter down there at Dave Depew.
Yeah.
He had the match with Casey last year, and he beat Casey.
Okay. All right.
Mhm.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. What about you, Josh?
Well,
Other
I had a match that I was trying to work on and everything, and it was like all good, and then it kind of fell through. So yeah, I'm open, man. If anybody wants a match, let me know. I'm open.
what do you think your weight's gonna land at come North versus South?
Well, I mean, I'd like to come in like fully healthy at like 200 flat, right? Because the more weight that I've lost, I feel like I'm losing a little bit of strength. So I don't know. I think I want to put like 5 or 10 pounds back on.
Interesting. Now, Chris Zawacki, do we only have a right hand match set up for him?
No,
With
he's going both hands with Matt.
Oh, he's doing both with Matt. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because
Yeah.
Chris would have been interesting. Who else do we have? I can't think of anybody offhand on the Orange County team.
Hodzi, I can go against Hodzi.
Would you do that?
Yeah,
Zach.
of course.
Does Zach have a match?
Of course.
Zach Zach Wagner?
Zach from Orange County.
Zach,
Zach, I don't know. Is he the one that came to practice a few times?
wait, this last Sunday he came to practice?
No, it was like he quit coming.
I got it. You should go against Robbie from the Orange County team. And we got to find someone for his son too. Do you know who I'm talking about? Robbie.
Of course. Yeah.
A lot of hands, strong. He might be more like a 220 guy, but I still think it's going to be a good match.
I'm
Okay,
down, bro. I'm so down. So yeah. If you can set me
Robbie
up with
Noble.
something. Yeah, I definitely know who he is. He refs the matches down there at the OC at the Armfest. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I love Robbie. He's hilarious. They all invaded our practice this last Sunday, the guys from Orange County. And he brought his son. His son is very talented. He's new. I want to say he's probably what, Mike, like 185? Robbie's son, the skinny kid that came out.
Yeah, probably 185.
Yeah, and he's good, especially for how new he is. It would be cool if we could get a father-son match. Like they could both come out for matches against. Ooh, man. If only you had a son old enough to go against. Your youngest is pretty good.
How old's his son?
Nah, he's got to be like maybe 16 or 17, something
Oh
like
yeah.
yeah.
No, I'm not gonna do that to Evan again. I did it to
Yeah.
him one time.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
like 6 foot, 6'2", maybe even. He actually looks a lot like that. Who's that guy in maybe it's Russia or something, and he's always doing like the one arm pull-ups and stuff. Massive channel. He looks a lot. Yeah, wears like the shaded specs. Kuwumba.
No,
What's his
I
name?
want to find somebody for Evan really bad. Like it's so hard to find somebody his weight or his age even.
Yeah.
The last kid I put him against, my son weighs 73 pounds. The last kid I put him against was 205 and 5 years older than him.
Oh boy. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's like 3 times his weight.
Huh.
Yeah. That's all I can find. I can never find nothing for Evan. The only one is Saucy James down there, James Fowler. His son pulls. And he's maybe 2 years older than Evan or something like that, but still, they had a close match down there at Grinder last year, so that would be cool.
Okay. Now, Josh, yeah, I mean, you're right because both his age, once he's a little older, it's going to be easier finding him matches. He gets a little bigger, but right now, like, am I crazy to wonder about him for the featherweight round robin? Is that just absolutely bonkers?
Yeah, that's bonkers. There's no way.
Is
He's
it?
only 10. He's 10.
But he's so good, and he's so
He
fun.
is, but he's not that good yet. I mean, that's the thing is I thought I could just put my kid against anybody, and I put him against the kid that was 3 times his size, and my son waxed him out of the straps, but then they told him, go to the straps, and yeah, then it was over. But yeah, so
Yeah,
I want
I could see him flash
he
picking at least a couple dudes in
I
that.
mean he
But
probably might catch somebody off guard, but yeah, he's too little.
Yeah.
He's too little.
Paul Stevens says that Brent Roberts trains with him and he is on Instagram. What is his handle?
That's there we go. I thought he trained with Dave Paul Stevens. Well, they're both big shouldered dudes. I mean, it's easy to get them confused.
Oh, it is Brent Lags. Brent Robert. Brent Robert, right? Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, he's a big dude. Okay. Yeah, that'll be interesting for sure. And I'm gonna shoot a message out to Robbie Noble while we're live right now. Hey, what do you think about a match versus Josh Edwards? Question mark. What do you think about a match?
I just want to tell you one thing, Kane.
Yeah.
All these matches count for points toward that trophy.
What do you think?
Be careful. Be careful there, buddy.
Yeah.
Huh?
Are you saying
it.
this is an easy win for the North? Is that what's happening?
I'm saying that just be careful who you set me up with, bro, because I'm about to destroy somebody, bro. That's what I'm saying. I love Robbie. He's awesome, bro. But I'm gonna kill him, dude. Not even close. Not even close. It's not. It's not close.
Okay. Okay. So considering that you could do right or left with Robbie, which would you prefer? And if you think somebody else out there would stack up better with you, who would that be? Which arm?
I'm totally talking shit. I'm just trying to spin the wheels. But no, I'd be honored to pull anybody, bro. That's how I look at it from day one. And on year 10, the same thing, I'm gonna always look at it that way. It's an honor. Anybody that's willing to step up to war, I respect. I'm down. I don't think I'm, better than everybody or anything like that. I'm always willing to take an ass whooping and get better. So set me up with anybody.
All
Yeah.
right. All right. I love it. We were
But I'm
talking.
not coming to lose. Like any match that I get, like I'm gonna, people. It's different, dude. It's different. Fishing with Don Mormon, it changes things. Just
You ready to go?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you've pulled Robbie.
I'm
What
gonna
what do you
Stay on.
prefer, left
Oh.
or right?
the what?
You've pulled Robbie, so what do you prefer to pull him, left or right?
Well, I mean, I prefer to pull everybody with my right.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I think he favors his right too.
Yeah, I don't mind.
And what about this thing
Honestly.
that we're doing with Robert Terry and Paul Stevens? Is that going to be like an after party match or what?
I mean, most likely, I don't see Robert Terry going to the after party.
Oh, right.
But I'm down to put it anywhere. I still want to do that 100%.
Yeah, I'd be into it. Now, can you remind me of the format of this? So, like, I go around against Robert, you go around against Robert, something like that, and then like the winner goes against Paul Stevens. Is that what's happening?
No. So what happens is me and you are going against Paul Stevens, and then Robert goes against him.
Oh, okay.
Right? Remember how Robert was saying you guys could wear him down for me?
Oh, so he's got the match with Paul Stevens. Okay. So,
Yeah.
all right.
But either way, I want it to work out for them. Like Paul's coming to support and everything, and Robert, and I want it to work out for them and them be happy with. So whatever way they need it to be set up is fine with me. I
Okay.
just thought it'd be fun and entertaining for me and you to hop up there and do like a tag team thing where we're boom, you get round two, whatever, and we just keep going back and forth. You give somebody, people watching it are gonna be like, what the hell's going on? It's gonna be cool.
So if we're gonna actually wear down Paul Stevens for Robert, I'm thinking shenanigans. A lot of shenanigans. Like let's pull some like Devin Larratt, Michael Brown shit times like 10 in the setup. Like let's fight with Paul a lot and wait for the go and then just like do something stupid to stop it and then like we'll repeat the process like maybe 15 times. And after he pins us, then maybe we'll have taken 2% off of him for Robert.
Hey, I'm trying to beat Paul, bro. Round one. I don't know what listen. I'm jamming straight inside with him, and I'll say it right now. I promise you, I am jamming straight inside with him, and I'm just gonna see if I can do anything with him in a hook. Period.
You're gonna try and hook Paul?
Yes, I am.
I love it. And
I'm jamming in there so hard, bro. You're gonna think it was fucking Olay or something. You're gonna be like, dude, I didn't know he can move that fast.
So you're actually gonna go shoulder forward with him then.
Oh yes, I promise you. I'm going straight in there. And if I can slow it down or put anything on there, then you with your crazy hand afterwards, yeah, that's how we tear down. I'll hit the bicep, you hit the hand.
All right. Yeah, he says, I'll go against all you guys 2-3 times, whatever you want. Wear me out if you can. LOL.
Okay. Look at me and you against Paul, best of 20.
Ah, look at that. I like that. I like that.
I'm so serious. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it. See if he
Y'all are
can laugh.
wild.
Are you at an amusement park now, Jeff?
No, I just came to pick up tacos, but I was listening to the podcast and it dawned on me that I haven't set up a match for my training partner, and I wanted to see who you thought might work.
Okay.
Augustine, Augie. I was telling you about him, Josh.
Augie?
Augie, yeah.
Yeah, I know who he is.
It's on social media.
Anyway, he's right in the middle, right between like the top of the amateur and bottom of the pro. He's been pulling with us for about a year and a half, but just so crazy strong. And he's pulling in the 205. Do you got anybody, Kane?
Well, I wish I knew more about him. Oh, could this be him? On Facebook it says Crew the Barber Augustine.
I don't think he's on Facebook. I think he's on Instagram.
Okay. Yeah, because whoever this guy is, he is friends with a bunch of arm wrestlers. Um, you said he's like a 205 guy?
Yeah.
Let's see. And you said he's pretty good?
Yeah. Oh, you know what? I got a team photo I could send you if you want to maybe see if you could recognize him through that. He hasn't really been down to SoCal at all.
What is he in Instagram? AUGUSTINE?
Yeah.
You know what would be a good match for him? Todd
Who's that?
Calazo.
Huh?
Oh, I
Todd
like
Calazo.
because
I'm not
August
familiar with Todd.
right?
Huh?
He's already coming. His son's having a match. It's a good match both ways. Yeah, I think that would be awesome if you get Todd to say yes.
I'll talk to him. I'll talk to him.
All right, he's down for both, right and left.
Okay. We'll see what we can do.
Awesome.
Absolutely,
Oh,
man.
who is it? He pulled up a little bit at Mike McGraw's. He pulled that they call him Candy, I think.
Oh yeah, Anthony Candelaria.
Yeah. But I
Mhm.
guess he's probably pretty new too, right?
Yeah, they're both about the same.
Yeah, whatever you guys think, I'll tell him to set up the match.
Well,
That would be awesome.
yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. Let's make it happen. Well, yeah, let me just write these down before I forget. So we've got Augustine versus Todd.
And if I can find him on Instagram, I'll shoot it over to you, Kane.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then the guy that was at Mike McGraw's, what'd you say his name was again?
Oh, you talking
Anthony
about Vince?
Candelaria.
Oh, Anthony
He's
Candelaria.
he's only on Instagram.
All right. Cool. Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, we'll make it happen. I feel like there's still room for more matches. Jeff, are you going to be staying out there for the weekend, or is it going to be a short trip?
That's one of those things you just got to check the temperature on the day on the weekend of.
Yeah, oh man, come to the river with me.
Yeah, I'd love to, man. I really would. Yeah, we have a bunch of kids. I gotta sugar my wife up a lot before she'll let me commit to that. But I'm gonna try.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
There will be other families there. I think Josh said he was bringing his, I'll have mine, and we're definitely encouraging people to bring, their kids and everything like that.
Man, when I come, I bring an army with me. We got 5 kids and 2 adults. So yeah.
Yeah, are any of them arm wrestling yet? Who's your oldest?
Well, my oldest daughter, she just moved back to be with her mom up in Northern California. But my son, who's in football right now, he's going to practice with me all the time, and he's picking it up. I'm teaching him some stuff. He actually arm wrestles with Josh's son.
Put him against Evan.
At North versus South?
Yes.
Oh, let's do it, dude.
Okay, Evan needs a match.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's set.
Okay, good.
Oh, who's gonna identify as South in that one?
Well, it's gonna have to be
my
Jeff.
son. No, my son is from son is from LA, so technically.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, I'll be rooting for your son then. I love you, Evan.
All right, guys. I just wanted to set that up for Augie real quick.
Awesome, man. Yeah, thanks for popping on.
No problem. I'll talk to you guys later.
All right, have a good night.
All right, you too. Bye.
And hello to Lawrence Osborne. Thanks for popping in. Lawrence says, "What's up, Josh?" We've got Danny Dowler in the house. I did send you the link. If you want to pop on, I think we're going to be wrapping this up pretty soon, though. Let's see. We got Spacey in the house saying, "I wish one of the Swedish arm wrestling ladies would fall in love with me." Well, I can understand. My wife is half Swedish and she's an arm wrestler and she's pretty awesome. So yeah, man, I have high hopes for you as well. Find one out there, Yeah, my wife actually invented the Queen's move, the coolest move in arm wrestling. And it was good to see her. She got back on the table this last practice. And the Queen's move is when you get the leg all the way up on the table like this, when you're arm wrestling with this arm, and then you just go deep in the hook and you beat people. But yeah, that's kind of like her thing, one of the coolest moves. Who else did we have pop in here? We got my teammate Javier Martinez says, can we see if Paul Italia is available? I know for a fact he is not, because it turns out we went live the same night tonight. I don't know if it's his new regular night. I believe they were doing Wednesdays. We're doing Thursdays. So don't know what's going on there. But Devin Knox is in the house. What's up, Devin? Devin says Augie is a monster. He smashed me in John's place when he was only about 6 months deep in the sport. He was heavier, but I was taller. Even still, the man impressed. Didn't make the typical beginner mistakes.
So sorry, bro.
Oh, no problem.
I thought I was on mute. We're here and Don are talking smack.
Did you drop a couch on Dawn or something? What happened?
No, we're taking the load now from his old house to his new house.
Load time.
Yeah, it's load time.
Nice.
Yeah.
And you're drawing
workout.
Neon hearts on the ceiling of the car, or what's going on there, guys?
No, that's actually a wicker heart.
Oh, it's a wicker heart. Okay, well that's even cuter. All right, I loved the way just dangling right between the two of you.
Yeah, Josh brought that for me.
Was there a ceremony when he gave it to you?
Yeah.
Of course there was.
Can't you see him blushing?
Yeah. That's why I'm blushing and sweating. Shit. I had the night dawn. I told him bow down. He was like, "What?" I gave him a heart.
All right, the Drew is back and says, "Okay, what did I miss? You missed everything because you were over there on someone else's channel."
Yep.
We got Atlantis IRL.
Oh, heck yeah. There he is. There he is.
Mr. Dowler. What's up, Danny?
What's up,
Fucking
guys?
Hawaii, Betty. It looks beautiful over there, bro. You're enjoying yourself. I see you drinking out of coconuts and
Yeah, from
everything, bro.
that's from that tree right there.
Oh,
That's
man.
awesome.
Oh,
So cool, dude.
yeah. One of these days we need to do a Hawaii event out there and get a B&B that looks like that.
Right?
That's
Oh,
a
this
nice.
is my friend's house.
Yeah, seriously.
Which island are
Me
you
and
at?
Don just said, I know that guy.
Yeah, you know what? I don't really fly, so whose boat are we taking?
That's a long boat trip, bro.
Very long. So you feeling ready to not I don't know, just annihilate a bunch of people at the round robin or what? Yeah?
Yeah. Weighed
Benji,
myself
doesn't
in this morning. I'm at 149 right now, so good to go.
Very cool. You're training a lot?
Oh yeah. I'm still training while I'm here. Yeah.
Really?
Trying to get a match going while I'm here, but I don't think it's gonna happen. I gotta take him back off Saturday.
So what does training look like there? You bring
I brought my
bands
band.
or
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I got my band over here.
Nice.
Been chilling out in the backyard because this is like the coolest freaking place to chill.
What's the weather like right now?
It's a little overcast, but it's beautiful.
Warm.
Like not even really that humid right now. It's been humid since I got here, but today has been beautiful.
Nice.
Went out to the beach today, and
I
then
didn't catch what island you say it was?
Hawaii.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
the island. So this is what I've been doing.
Okay. A lot of pronation. Yeah.
Because we all know that I go inside. I don't care who it is.
Yes. Yes. That's why I am a huge fan of Danny Dowler. A huge fan. He goes inside every time you see this guy's matches. It doesn't matter where or when. It is a war and it's a screamer every time because he wants to go right there where the power is, and I love that. I love that.
And you might lose if you hear no.
Yeah.
No.
If you hear no,
Yeah.
No!
No.
that means it's going back the other way.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's me willing the win, you know?
Yeah.
How you
So
feeling about the round robin, Danny?
I feel confident.
Are you coming to
know
win?
that-
Are you walking away number one in California in the 145s?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
I love it.
Me and Santino are gonna be a war. Definitely. We always are.
cool. The fact that what you said, Josh, that like he just goes into the hook with anybody. I feel like we're kind of headed the direction for a good nickname for Danny.
Dirty Hook.
Yeah.
Oh.
So what'd you say?
I said the dirty turkey.
The Dirty Turkey?
That's even better. The dirty turkey.
In my head.
Did you come off the did somebody say that to you before, or did you just come up with that right now?
No, I've had that in my head for a bit now. Like if I was gonna have a nickname, like that's a unique one. That's a good one.
Yeah, I like it. Go with it. Do it.
Well, so what does that mean? That you're cheap?
Why
$20?
don't we just call you Captain Hook?
No, I'm not cheap. I'm just dirty.
He's in Hawaii. What are you talking about? Dude ain't cheap.
See this watch? No.
My
So you're
wife
gonna
says
be
let's go to Hawaii and we drive to the reservoir.
you gonna be staying at the party house again, Danny?
Yeah, I am.
Good, 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 good. All right.
I'm not gonna get face this time. I promise.
You're not gonna get.
Why not? Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
I'd be
Well, it might happen.
disappointed if you didn't.
Seriously, bro, you were so much fun. Okay, and that was the shot heard around the world, bro. Literally,
yeah.
you took a shot.
Yeah, man, that was legendary, dude, because yeah, there was just some point. I feel like it wasn't until the next morning or something like that. I think I was still up and he just dropped. What I
Oh
like.
yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty
That
cool.
was it. No, that was the night. That was the night we were
Oh,
That
no,
was
drinking.
that was the
night?
night after the tournament. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
It was at the party house, and we were sitting around playing that game at the fire where you had that game you brought. We were passing it around, and there was another bottle of whiskey, and I was like, Danny, drink this with me. And he'd already been taking some shots, right? And then he chugged that bottle and literally took a step forward and then went straight backwards and knocked on the ground. And check this out. The coldest part was, oh, you fucker sat there. He just sat there. He didn't even move. He didn't even move. You guys all sat there. I had to save his life. I saved his life.
No, I went to help him too. I was pretty worried about that because you hit the back of your head, Danny. You went
Yeah. I
straight back.
didn't split my head open. Nothing. I
Yeah,
got hard.
you rebounded off, and we're looking at you, and you were just like you were sleeping. You were just breathing and doing fine, I guess. You even
Night,
like
night,
did
night.
you come to a little bit, Josh, and he was like, "No, I'm good."
No, I did. I did come to, and I was like, "Wait, what happened? You fell backwards, dude. You just fell straight backwards." I was
Yeah,
like, "Ah, that explains a few things."
Yeah.
yeah.
I grabbed him, right? I'm just exaggerating the situation a little bit by saying nobody got up, but most everybody did it. They just sat there and continued to drink, which was funny because everybody had such
We're
a
all
good time.
drinking too.
We
Yeah,
thought it was like a party favor. We're like, oh, this is his trick where he hits the ground. We thought it
Bounces
was
my
like
head.
a thing going on.
yeah.
But
We
no,
had the
then
good
like
stuff for that. We had some,
he
we
just
had some
tells
good
me, he's like,
scotch.
yeah, I'm good,
We
bro.
had the
I'm
bourbon.
good.
Yep. Not
It
a
was
lot of
awesome.
mixers, just a lot of good drink.
Actually,
Yeah. It was
before
straight
that
liquor.
happened, Danny was only a top roller, right? And then he hit his head, woke up, and became a hooker.
Became
That's what happened.
No, I actually thought about you a few months back. I did the same shit. I was at my neighbor's house, and I think it has something to do with arm wrestling because for me it was after like a heavy practice. It's real easy to like drink too
Oh
much.
yeah.
You do like after like severe training. Maybe because you're in pain. I don't know. But yeah, we had some drinks over there, and at some point I just went to go to the bathroom, dude. I was just walking across the living room, going to the going to the bathroom, and like I just dropped, but like consciously, like everything just went black, and I just doing like a ton of bricks, just like hit the ground, lost my legs, and like I couldn't see or anything, but I knew, oh, I just hit the ground, and eventually got back up, and I was like, man, I feel like Danny Dowler right now.
Yeah, I'll be back. I'll be back in California on Saturday, possibly Sunday, but most likely Saturday.
Okay. Nice, man.
A few things to do over here, help out my friend, get her house ready.
Nice. Yeah, Atlantis says they went to Hawaii a couple years ago. It was amazing. Went powered hang gliding.
Nice. I
Yeah, I
went
haven't heard
rappelling
of that.
down a waterfall earlier.
Oh, cool. Cool. Devin Knox says, I see that watch, Danny, and I know how much you paid for it.
Not what it was worth.
And yeah, the Drew asks, could you guys not stream at the same time? Talking about us and Paul. Answer this for me. Are you still with us, the Drew? So I mean,
Well, I thought their shit ended.
they were like Wednesday, I thought, over there at Italia's show. And it was a problem when we were on Wednesdays, and now we're on Thursdays, and now he's going live on Thursdays. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, man. We'll figure it out. Yeah, it ain't no big thing. If you missed us, watch it back, run it back. Well, I don't know. Is there anything else that you guys want to cover before I wrap this thing up?
Good.
Yeah, man. We covered all the matches, maybe not all of them. I think Josh, you still have a few matches up your sleeve, don't you? You're muted.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, I think there's a few that he said he had not disclosed yet. The Drew says you guys need to get some calendar you can let each other know. Okay. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe we should do a like my wife and I do now is the Google Calendar, and then you could like share back and forth. Yeah, we'll do an arm wrestling podcast, Google Calendar, and we'll send it all out to each other so we can yeah, do this right. And it's tough. Like almost nobody is watching any of these, at least live from what, Friday through Tuesday, Friday through Monday. For some reason, most everybody's active Tuesday through Thursday. And that's why you see everybody going live Tuesday through Thursday. So it's a rough 3 days to kind of pack everything in there. But ain't no worries. It's a good problem to have. Great problem to have. Devin Knox says naturals get first pick on the dates. So that leaves Paul to take the scraps. All right. Okay, I think we'll go ahead and wrap it up on that note. Danny, thank you very much for popping in here. It's good to see you. Having a good time, looking good out there in Hawaii, Kauai. And Mike Linder is out there somewhere in the ethos, enjoying himself. Looking forward to hanging with you in North for South. I'll see you at practice on Sunday, Mike. And Josh, thank you as always. Yeah, it's a pleasure to always be working with you, man. And yeah, everybody in the chat, thanks for tuning in. We'll do this again next week. Have a good night.
Mahalo.